Today is day 319 of the podcast, and I begin by reading from John 17, verses 22 and 23. And the glory which thou hast given me I have given to them, that they may be one, just as we are one. I in them and thou in me, that they may be perfected in unity, that the world may know that thou didst send me and didst love them even as thou didst love me. Though Jesus was the fullness of deity in bodily form, he lived the time of his earthly ministry in the context of community, lived amongst his brethren, the disciples. He purposed to demonstrate how the oneness of the Father, the Son, and the Spirit actually cooperate together. And that was so that we could learn it in a tangible, visible form. Following his ascension, he was manifested as the head of the church, and we being the church, he was the head of the body, a people who are called to display his image and likeness on earth through our covenant life together. For us living in that oneness that he gave us, it demonstrates that the Father sent the Son. Community is really the only way man can accurately reflect the image and likeness of the Father. The image and likeness of the Father, the Son, and the Spirit together. In Christ's priestly prayer, which is how I started out, in John 17, he prayed that we would be one, even as he and the Father were one, that we would be perfected then in unity. It's not that at some point in time we will finally achieve unity, but being perfected in unity means we will be made mature by keeping, maintaining, sustaining what he has given to us. That's what causes us to grow up in Christ. Sustaining that oneness is the task, the greatest. Sustaining oneness is one of the greatest means of bringing about maturity. So if you're doing that in your marriage, or if you're doing that in the context of your church community, returning to oneness is what causes us to grow in Christ. On the day two people are married, the gift that God gives them is he makes them one on that day. From that point on, they are sustaining that oneness, not creating it. Their responsibility then to sustain that oneness is what will bring that marriage into full fruit and maturity. When we're born again, at that point in time, the Lord places us within his body, and we become members one of another. As we sustain that covenant, that oneness, we mature as well. This gift is so desperately needed right now that we, the church, would take on our responsibility to model to the world what oneness looks like. And in that oneness, there is the ability for the Lord's kingdom to be on earth as it is in heaven. So today's question: do you belong to a church community that is an accurate reflection of his nature, his image and his likeness on earth as it is in heaven? Are you an accurate depiction of what oneness looks like in your church community?